morning, good afternoon, good evening out there, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I am just clearing the space. Boy, it seems like the Laundries have got themselves in a heap of trouble. Guys, if you were here last year for all of the Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie videos, you guys are with me. I hope you're back following up on this so the Petitos can get closure, justice if there's any to be had. I'm not an attorney. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and everything I say is my opinion only, my interpretation. I am not an attorney, so we're just going to dive in and see what's going on. But basically, new information has been revealed that has not been revealed before. If you were here last year, you remember the police went into the Laundrie's home and seized a whole bunch of evidence. Okay, well, it has been discovered between yesterday and today, so in the last 24 hours, you know, the notebook was released and Brian had his confession in there basically, which was full of absolute BS, unless, you know, he happened to be a psychopath or something like that, because their brain doesn't work the same way as a normal person's brain. But I'm not saying he is, okay? It probably was just a made up bunch of BS to save his cowardly rear end, or try to save his reputation after the fact, whatever. But it has been revealed in the last 24 hours, there is a second notebook, okay, that has not been revealed, and a letter that was seized from Roberta Laundrie, Brian's mother, to Brian. And on the outside of the envelope, it says, burn after reading or something like that. Well, obviously that didn't happen. And not all the details have been released about what's in there, but basically it's like, hey, you know, if you end up in prison, I'll put this weapon in a cake or something so you can, I don't know what the purpose of that would be, but she knew, at least one person knew what he had done, okay? Knew what he'd done, never said a word. So I think there's got to be some kind of, I mean, to me, that, and again, I'm not an attorney, outrageous behavior that they would know what happened and didn't do a darn thing except harbor him, which at that time he was not charged with anything, and then just let him go off and, you know, escape and off himself, basically, to get out of this. So we're going to do a reading and see what, if anything, could happen, is going to happen to the Laundries, okay? Will there be any kind of punitive damages awarded to the Petito family? Poor freaking family. I would be livid. I have 4 kids. I have 3 daughters. If anyone touches a hair on their head, you better believe I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that someone is punished to the full extent of the law. And for parents of a child that they knew ended someone's life, to not get together with the other. I mean, I understand you want to protect your child, okay? I understand that part. But where's the line? You know, meanwhile, the Petito family is suffering, not knowing where their child is. It's cold-hearted to me, okay? That is cold-hearted, cowardly. They are so, I don't even know what the word is. I really don't know what the word is. Just, what are they, sociopaths? Like, lack of empathy. I don't understand. And if they want to help everyone understand what they could possibly be thinking at that time, then they need to release a statement, because they have never released any kind of statement except for one through their attorney I think his name is Stephen Bertolini or Bertolino, and that was last year, okay? And they already knew that she was gone, passed, and they released some BS statement about they hope she's found and reunited with her family. Yeah, well, obviously they knew that wasn't going to happen, at least with her still living and breathing. So, Angel Seekers guys, I'm going to call in my guides. Thank you. The Laundrie family. Meandering pathway flow. So they've got a road ahead of them. Okay? They have a road ahead of them that they are going to have to go down. I don't see any mountains in here, but there is a light in a clearing. It looks kind of like a hermit. The hermit in the tarot who is at the top of the castle, and he's got a light that he's holding. But I think that we are going to see the truth at the end of this, okay? I don't know if they're going to be, could they plead the fifth through this whole trial? And refuse to answer anything. Maybe that's a possibility. I have no idea. But let's just get some, I'm pulling some anchor cards for the reading here. I think we're going to find out how this whole story came together. If they don't speak, there may be a good possibility that a decision will be made by the judge, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a jury trial. It is a civil trial. They cannot do a criminal trial because of the fact that Brian Laundrie is already gone, not in this world. So guide us. The Laundrie's case. What will happen with the Laundrie's case? The Petito's case against the Laundries. The outcome of this case. Will we find out what they knew? Laundrie's case. Petito's case against the Laundries. Petito's case against the Laundries. Petito's case against the Laundries. The serpent. The serpent. So we're looking at snakes. They may have this idea, the strategy to try to seduce the jury into thinking that there was nothing they could do. They were just trying to help their son, basically like a cry for help. We didn't have anything to do with it. But it's not going to be honest, okay? Whatever it is, I don't think they're going to be honest. If this case does go to trial, if the civil case does go to trial. Serpent is about, the life force within each person. And so this is speaking about the life force of literally Gabby and Brian as well. Pull some oracle cards. Gabby Petito case against the Laundries. What will we know? All that glitters. Yeah, it's not going to be the truth. It's going to be full of BS is basically it. I already get the feeling they're going to be cold. It's going to sound good, but it's not going to be the truth. New life. Petito, Brian Laundrie case. Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie case. Thank you. A leg up. Someone's going to come in and help them. Someone is going to come in and help them. This may be a team of attorneys, someone who's dealt with this kind of case before. You know, they're talking about, well, if they win, if the Petito family wins something, there's going to be an avalanche of new lawsuits against someone who did away with a loved one of theirs, and like for the parents, you know, for lawsuits against people that didn't even do, that were not the victim, the direct victim of a crime, but the people around that person for their pain and suffering. And I'm not sure that that's the, could happen. These are special circumstances where the Laundries willingly and deliberately withheld information from the parents of a child or young woman that was living with them, that lived with them for, I think, a year. So they knew this girl. It's not like they didn't know her. It was just their son's girlfriend. She actually lived in the house, okay? It's so bizarre to me. No wonder Brian turned out the way he did with parents like that. Cold-blooded. I hate to say that. That sounds cruel, but there's something wrong with that dude, you know? Low self-control, low self-esteem. Four of Swords we have here. Yep, somebody passed. Absolutely. The life force gone out of someone. Oh, I just realized too, the serpent can wrap around, right? And squeeze them, right? We got Judgment here. Judgment. So here is they're going to be judged harshly. They're being called up, and it stinks. Petitos and the Laundries, please. Petitos and the Laundries. Petitos and the Laundries. Case, please tell us. Show us the Petito and the Laundrie case. What is the outcome? Will there be a judgment against the Laundrie family? Will there be a judgment against the Laundrie parents? Thank you. Strength. Here we go. There's that serpent again. And what is it doing? What did I just say? Wrapping around someone. Give her a new life. Isn't that what Brian said in that notebook? He wanted to end the suffering right there. And he used strength to do it. What he did, from what I understand, the manner that Gabby passed, that is not an easy thing to do to another person, okay? It takes a lot of strength, and it takes longer than probably you and I would think. I mean, I don't think about those things, but apparently it is not an easy thing to do, okay? So we've got the Four of Swords, the serpent. That is, you know, someone who is not moving, who is direly sick, exhausted, or not here, not living anymore. Okay, we've got the Strength. His judgment was very poor, if that's exactly what happened, because what he said happened was she fell in a creek, hit her head, got very cold, was suffering from hypothermia. Okay, this is what Brian's notebook said, and was shivering to death, freezing, in a lot of pain, so he mercifully ended things. Which is, that's not what you do for loved ones. You go and get help. You call for help. You run down the street. There was a van, you know, that they had. You go to the van. You drag her there if you have to. But, I mean, other campers in the area have said, yes, there's cell service down there. So, I mean, there is no excuse ever for that. There's no excuse. And I don't believe any of it anyway. Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie case. Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie case. King of Cups. Someone here is going to step in a leg up. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a leg up for the Petito family or a leg up for the Laundrie family, but when I pulled it, I got the feeling this was for the Laundrie family, okay? But it may be Petito family. We'll keep pulling and we'll see what comes up. So we've got Serpent, Four of Swords. Yes. Squeezing, snake, deceiver, liar, okay? We've got the all that glitters with the Judgment. Made a very poor judgment call on that. I don't even think that's what happened that was in the notebook. I think he was in a rage, because if you watched any of this, you know, prior to that footage where the police had them pulled over or interview them, there were calls coming in from people that were at a restaurant, same restaurant that Gabby and Brian were at, and people witnessed him hitting and slapping her outside. Okay, so this all started before the police pulled them over last, I think it was August. And then, 2 weeks later, she's gone. Nobody hears from her ever again. So let's keep going. King of Pentacles. Yep, they want to be awarded some kind of compensation for outrageous or criminal acts. Now, this is a big gray area, because I don't believe they can charge them with a crime, because and there's plenty of attorney channels out there you can watch and let them, you know, give you the details, but I don't know that they can charge the Laundries with a crime, because Brian was not a criminal at that time. Now, does that mean because he's deceased they can't say that they knew that he was a criminal? Like, and, you know, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. And they knew they were harboring a person who had committed a crime. And that is a crime. They knew, or at least his mother knew, Roberta. Angels, Teachers, Guides, Angels, Teachers, Guides, Angels, Teachers, Guides. Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie case. Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie case. Okay. If you guys have a video you would like to see me do a tarot reading on, true crime reading, any other kind of reading, people that are here, people that are not here anymore, please let me know. I am planning on doing a series of mysterious passings from people that we feel like we knew and loved. Things that weren't quite clear, things we were told the way people passed, but I don't believe that's what happened, or there is at least some distrust in the community about what led to their passing. So I am Scorpio. I am a truth seeker. I am a detective, and I want to know what happened. I always want to know the truth. And then I'm going to do what may be included, or another series on what really happened, because there's some other things that have happened and still are happening that I do not believe the narrative on those things either. So kind of get creative. Think about the things that you doubt in life or in mysterious passings, weird stuff like that. Let me know what you want to see, and I will start that series. I'm going to be traveling next week, so my time is going to be very limited. I travel every other week, and have a healing practice in another state, and I travel there every other week to work with my one-on-one clients. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can do so. The link is in the description below the video. This is what I do, guys. I do readings. I do tarot oracle readings. I do Akashic record readings. That's where we take a deep dive into who you are at soul level, what your soul's gifts are, how you are designed to make money with ease. Because I don't believe any of us are designed to work hard on this planet and suffer. As the saying goes, you do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. We are designed to be prosperous. So if that's you, and you would like to book a private reading with me, go ahead and click the link below. It'll take you to my calendar. It'll take you to a payment screen and then the calendar. All of my readings were done face-to-face on Zoom, and they're recorded for you. So you can do that there. And yeah, I'd love to work with you. Serious questions only, please. Okay, I've had some interesting ones in the past. Will I receive, large sums of money unexpectedly in the mail in the next week? Probably not. Okay, don't waste your money. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean, but come on, let's use a modicum of reality here. Okay, of grounded reality. So King of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, in this deck that I'm using, this woman has many faces. Okay, this can be trying to get to the truth in this matter. There's so many different stories perhaps that are going to be presented. Nobody knows which one is the actual true story, and I'll hold that up for you there. If you like any of these decks, I love the decks that I use. The links are in the description below the video to these as well. I'm going to make sure this deck is actually on here. The Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles. I think they're also going to bring up a lot of points. Okay. Seven of Cups is usually about, not getting overwhelmed or not picking the shiny, bright, shiny object syndrome, like fantasy, getting overwhelmed with fantasy and dreams of grandeur. But it's basically, you have all these things you can pick from, and you want to pick the thing that's correct for you. And I think they're going to throw out a bunch of BS in this case, should it go to trial. We don't even know. The judge hasn't made. Judge Carroll in Florida has not, down towards Tampa Bay area, has not made the decision yet. But I think maybe that's why this new evidence was released. It's very strange. Maybe they're trying to get the Petitos off their back. I don't know. The whole thing is just very weird. Teacher's Guide. Petito versus Laundrie case. I read energetically and intuitively anyway, not necessarily literally. Okay, I get the energy from the cards. Just like astrology charts, I don't read those very literally either. I mean, I do as far as the signs and things like that. But I look at how they relate to each other and get an overall feel of a chart. I don't do astrology readings though, only for family. My girls. Laundrie Petito, Laundrie Petito, Laundrie Petito, Laundrie Petito, Laundrie Petito. Come on. Page of Swords. So this is news, Page of Swords. This is new news coming in here. And the Page of Wands. Possibly new news, new evidence. Or a renewed sense of, let's say, passion here. Something unexpected coming in over here with this leg up. We'll get some clarity on these cards to just see. They may introduce some evidence, like physical evidence as far as the autopsy goes, that there's no way that this actually could have happened this way, blah, blah, blah. Something along those lines. Okay, let's get some clarity. Let's see, which one do I want to use? I'm going to use my Dark Wood Tarot. Excuse me. That seems appropriate. Brian. So I get downloads, guys. I wonder if this could represent Brian's father here. Clarity on the Four of Swords, please. Clarity on the Four of Swords. Clarity on the Four of Swords. Clarity on the Four of Swords. Petito versus Laundrie, Four of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Anxiety, worry, stress. Clarity on the King of Pentacles, please. I want to go down here. Fearful. What's the King of Pentacles? What is the King of Pentacles? Who is the King of Pentacles? The King of Cups. We have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles here. We have the King of Cups here. I'm wondering if one of these is Gabby's father and one is Brian's father. It could be the two fathers, Gabby's father, Gabby's stepfather, but I think this is basically the compensation that the Petitos desire from this case. Closure and some kind of punitive damages compensation around this. What do these two kings want? What do these two kings want? What is going on here? The Eight of Pentacles. They're working very hard. They are very focused to get this money. So it could be like I said, the two fathers, the two dads, but they're extremely focused on the outcome of this family. And perfecting the case, actually. Clarity on judgment, please. Clarity on judgment. Clarity on judgment. Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles. Yep, they want their dreams to come true. Okay? They hope there is a judgment in their favor where they are awarded something. The Petitos are awarded something. So it's interesting. We have the All That Glitters, which is, you know, it's fool's gold, basically. The Nine of Pentacles and Judgment, and then the Seven of Cups. So someone is a little delusional, because again, this is sort of a reflection here, All That Glitters. We'll see where this is going. Clarity on the Seven of Cups. The Star. So they're hoping for renewal, for hope, for basically this new life, that they can close this chapter. The Petitos, basically. They also, I think the Laundries could be possibly delusional, thinking that they're not going to have to pay for this, that there will be no retribution. But we're going to keep going. Someone's delusional, I'll say that. Clarity on the Strength card, please. Clarity on the Strength card. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is, you know, a happy ending, basically. And Page of Swords, we got the King of Wands. This could be the Judge right here. I'm not sure. Someone that's making a decision. Because this new thing that comes in here may just light this fire. King of Cups. There's a lot of authority figures in this reading. A lot of kings. Cups, Pentacles, Wands. Got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very devoted, a very hard worker, but it moves very slow. It's very slow moving energy. This could take a while, okay, to transpire. And the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands. What is this? The Five of Pentacles. So someone's being left out in the cold. Who is this? Will the Petitos get a settlement? Will the Petitos get a settlement? Six of Pentacles. Yes. I believe they will. I believe this is how it's going to turn out, guys. I believe the Petitos are going to get some kind of a settlement. It may not be exactly what they want, okay? But I do think they're going to get something. You know, it's just like in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. They did not settle. The judgment was ordered yesterday that she owes all of that $10 million to Johnny Depp, and he owes her too. But one doesn't reduce the other, is what the attorneys are thinking. That it's not that he owes nothing and she just owes 8. It's like two separate things. So he could try to get some of the money, or she could go file bankruptcy and he gets none of it. So just because there's a judgment doesn't mean that you're going to get that money. So I just want to point that out. There may be, you know, they could have sold their assets. I don't think the Laundries live in their old house anymore. They may have sold it. They may be renting it out. They may not have anything to give. I don't know their financial situation, but I do believe the Petitos will be awarded some kind of damages. It just may not be as much as what the Petitos would like to have awarded to them. Okay, they could get an award for $3 million for the loss of their daughter, but they may not actually receive that monies, which they would probably split that between the two parents, because each of her parents have gone on and remarried. They were divorced and remarried, right? So that's what I'm seeing right now. I am seeing that all these things are going to come out, but someone is a little bit delusional, okay? And I'm not saying it's the Petitos. Maybe the Laundries think that this is a no, you know, not going to be a problem for them because they didn't commit an act or weren't involved or whatever. But they were involved, guys. They were. They knew exactly what happened. So anyway, we'll do another one as this, you know, goes forward. But I want to do a preliminary one here and just see what's going on. I do know they're putting a lot of energy into getting things together, or have worked very hard together to try to put this case together. They've had almost a year to do it, like 10 months for this civil case, for them to get the attorneys and evidence or whatever it is they need together. So that's it for now. Again, let me know what you want to see a reading on. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing. It helps the channel so much. 80% of you who watch are not subscribed. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps the channel so much. So hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell, helps me out, and you'll get notified when all the new videos come out. So I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.